Hi, I'm Angie from Boise Music Lessons. Today I'm here to talk to you about ways that you can practice your violin when you are away from your instrument. The easiest way to do that, aside from mental practice, that is to do bow exercises called pencil push-ups. And so before we do our pencil push-ups today, let's review your bow hold. So your bow hand has 5 points of contact, and I will show you on my hand dots here. So we have our thumb, the tip of our thumb. We have between these two joints on our pointer finger. We have underneath our middle two fingers, and then we have the tip of our pinky. So again, the tips of our pinky and our thumb, underneath our two middle fingers, and our pointer finger between these two joints. So we're going to only try this on our pencil today. We're not even going to translate it to our bow because our bows are really heavy and weighted to one side. So our bow hand has to work extra hard to hold the weight of that bow if we're doing bow exercises without our instrument. So the easiest way to do that is to just take that weight away and try this on a pencil. So again, points of contact, tip of our thumb and tip of our pinky, underneath our two middle fingers, and on our pointer finger between these two joints. So the way this translates to our bow is we put our thumb down on its very, very tippy tip. See how my thumb is bent? We drape our two middle fingers over, and it's kind of like the middle finger and the thumb go together, like so. And then our pinky balances on top on that contact point. And then our pointer finger just drapes right there. See my point of contact in between these two joints? Just rests, kind of split the difference between those two joints. So this is what our bow hand looks like. And if it is distributed properly, our pointer finger, our pinky, and our thumb will form a little triangle, and I should be able to balance my pencil between those 3 points like this. So that's something you can try. And then you engage, or I should say relax, these two middle fingers and just drape them on over. And these are kind of our weights, our anchor points. And relaxing through these two fingers and putting some weight into the back of our hand when we're bowing is what gives us that good tone. So again, we want to distribute our hand. So these two fingers, our pointer and our pinky, are our balance points against our thumb. And then these two middle fingers drape down and relax over the top. So those can be the weight that gives us the smooth pull when we're bowing. So what can you practice when you are in a meeting or, riding somewhere as a passenger? What can you do while you are practicing idly? So that's where these pencil push-ups come in. So you get your bow hand on your pencil and check in. Are all your fingers curved? You should have every single finger, including your thumb, curved. So you can look through it. It looks like this from one side, this from the other side, and this from the front. So everything is curved, and that's really important because if we start out kicked out like this, then we won't have anywhere to go. And when we bow, that's going to make our bow go in a horseshoe shape, and it's going to scratch on the edges. So we want nice bent fingers and a bent thumb. So we start out with this shape, and you'll notice the back of my hand here is kind of flat. Actually, that's a good angle there. And our pencil push-up, we drop our fingers down and elongate through our pinky, and then stretch through our thumb. Do you see how that's straight now? And then we really put our mental energy into this side of our hand, and we pull everything back up. So let's try that again. We drop everything down so it's nice and straight. You see how my fingers are extended out there. And then we pull everything back up. So I'll try that from this angle now so you can see it against that dark background. We drop everything down and then we pull everything back up. And when you do this a couple times, you want to check back in. Are my point of contact still there? Right here on my pointer finger, draped middle fingers, tippy tip of my pinky, and tippy tip of my thumb, because we don't want it to get shifted and then we're grabbing as we come back up. So maintaining that point of contact, drop it down, bring it back up. Drop it down, bring it back up. And these are our pencil push-ups. And the reason that these are important for your violin, I know it can feel kind of silly to be practicing without your instrument, but to isolate this hand motion is what's going to give you fluid bowings. Because as we're bowing, it's going to look like this. We start out curved, everything is engaged, everything is tucked up, and then as you bow, to keep your bow straight, you have to extend out through your arm and through your fingers. And then you have to correct that motion on your way back up. You tuck, 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 and push it up like this. So all we're doing with our pencil push-ups is isolating that motion. We have everything engaged, like we're starting our bow by the bridge. And then as you glide away from the bridge on your down bow, you extend out. And then as you're coming back up on your up bow, you tuck back up. So that is how you do a pencil push-up. Try this in your next meeting and see how it translates to your bow.